Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your reading. So I have been given the message that it's about to get real and that I needed to use some different cards for these readings that are going on this week for you. I'm also going to be starting on Monday to do a short reading a day just because I got told to. Well, not just because I got told to, but that the collective kind of needs to hear messaging every day. So that would be me. So let's take a look what the energy is for you. Emotional loss. It's a number 5 card. Heart chakra. Beautiful green. Trapped in fear. This would be the 8 of Swords energy, right? That feeling of, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm going to pull something from the bottom of the deck. The waiting game. And this is a 2 card, right? The waiting game. I will see what the tarot has to say regarding this, but I do get the feeling that it's going to be interesting for all of us. So, Gemini, what can this clarify for you? Gemini energy, Gemini energy. About to get real is not a lie. Here we go. Bottom of the deck. 2 of Cups. Okay. With the waiting game, someone for you. That's lovely energy. Okay. Starting with emotional loss, right here. Justice. I get the feeling of leaving a relationship, honestly. I get the feeling of this usually, with it being justice underneath emotional loss, I would say probably a divorce or something as intense of a relationship as that, justice. And that's a pretty intimidating sword. So let's see what else is coming up. This is the Hanged Man. This is actually Sleeping Beauty in this deck. And she is looking at things from a different perspective. Look at all the roses and thorns that are around her. But look at how composed and beautiful she is. Justice. The Hanging Man. And then what? 3 of Coins. Now, this 3 of Coins makes me just a little bit uncomfortable because it's like the 3 of Coins usually is someone who is working with a master, and there's an apprentice, and there's a journeyman. And this one is more like this person's happy. This is going on. This is a great time. And then you have people that are not so happy. They're not so happy with her good fortune. And I think that's something that you need to be aware of, right? She's barefoot and she's dancing and laughing. And she has 3 coins. And she has enough. So, underneath heart chakra. I'm interested to see what this one is, because if you have the 2 of Cups over here on the underside of the deck, 7 of Wands, this I would say would be, I'm getting this sense that this would be John Henry, working that railroad, working that job, working, but protecting what is his, right? And what I would say, I have gotten the feeling that you need to just set energetic boundaries with people around us, Gemini. And I think that doing that with intention setting, using Archangel Michael or any of your, guides and angels to do that, I think would be really helpful. Using some kind of maybe protective crystal or one that really energizes you after you've set that, boundary of protection, because more than likely, if you're watching this, you're an empath, okay? So there's so much going on or will be going on, and to not get in everybody's overwhelm, emotions, things like that. I think you need to set energetic boundaries. So what else is here? The devil. Sorry, snakes are just one of those things with me. The fire. What is holding you back? I feel like there's something that's interfering. And usually when it's the devil card, there's usually some kind of, whether it's an addiction of some kind or the inability to get out from underneath someone else's strings. And I'm getting that sensation of like strings. There's strings attached. Be careful of that, strings being attached. Knight of Swords. Glad to see this, because the Knight of Swords, let's cut those strings and ride. Freedom. Cut those strings and freedom. And yeah, take a look how fast he's moving and how just the freedom. It's just like this whole sense of freedom that is just jumping off this card. And I'm laughing at myself because the horse is jumping. It wasn't intentional. My son will tell you that I do that all the time. So yeah. So this is something that's that will allow you so much more freedom if you cut those strings. Otherwise, you're going to be trapped in this fear. And the fear, usually this being the 8 of Swords, would be it's in your mind, right? It's not a physical bond. For him, it is. For you, it's not. So what is going to fall underneath here? The Wheel of Fortune. Getting out of this web. It's turning in your direction. Don't forget, we're cutting those strings. We're getting out. And that means it's moving in your favor. And this is divine timing. So be aware. Page of Wands. And what do you need to get out of this trapped in fear? Joy. Living in the moment. Finding, and see, they're both very happy. Happy, happy. Dancing. This is the Page of Wands. This is someone who is, it comes to mind of, I'm going to date myself here. It's called Kick the Can. And you would set a can up and then everybody go off and hide and there was somebody guarding the can. And then when it was time, the idea was it's almost like a game of tag too, but if someone could lure the person away that was it and somebody else kicked the can, it's just that joyfulness of playing. It's playing. And, I think being a Gemini, it's to your benefit with your energy of being mutable and being able to pivot and going, oh, I guess, it's storming out, it's raining, we can't do whatever today. Oh, I've been meaning to get to this book. I love this story. So now I have a chance to do that. Or watch a movie with a friend. Get that Gemini communication that we need. because we find people fascinating. That's why, we like to talk to people because they're fascinating. So what's next? Four of Swords. And what is the Four of Swords? It's about healing. It's about resting. It's about taking care of yourself. There are big changes that are going to be coming. So if now is the time to rest, then by all means, rest and feel rejuvenated. The one thing about this being a wolf, it reminds me of the fact that, I'm gonna quote Game of Thrones here. Um, the lone wolf dies and the pack survives. So get with your tribe. Now, I've also been told, I'm going to pull another card from the bottom here. Three of Swords, the Emperor. And the reason I did that is because I think I view these cards separately, because these cards, I've got this message of the Emperor being hierarchy, being either the government, the bank, the business, all of those things. Watch the information. Trust your intuition. That's what it's telling me. Do I still think there's a relationship through this process for you? Yes, but it's on the underside of the deck. So I would say there's going to be things that we go through first. And then this is going to start to happen, the waiting game, and then the Two of Cups. The waiting game, and then the Two of Cups. So we're going to pull a card from the Love of Dragons deck, because I was told to do that. Dragons being magical and everything they are. And I was just going to say, and these cards have the tendency to volunteer because they don't like to be told what to do. The Fountain, 17. There is an adage that says, water doesn't wash, it remembers. Water and its propensity for memory has the power to clarify through remembering you to your original state. Now is the time for deep remembering. Drink deep, go to the river or ocean, seek out a fountain. Drink deeply from the sacred chalice. Water is a dragon's best friend, as it keeps the fires of passion in balance. The waters of consciousness are beckoning you today to step out of your circumstances and into your deeper truth. Your situation doesn't define who you are. You do. And water is also a form of grounding, and it's a way to, I think, really connect with your guides. If you set intentions when you're drinking water, before you drink the water, to set intentions that it would help you for your greatest and highest good, you will be surprised at the results that you get. Just have to put a little faith in it. I will talk to you soon, Gemini.